Hi, it's Filo and welcome to the first big stationery haul of 2024. So a few weeks ago, JournalSay contacted me and offered to send me a bunch of stationery, and they let me pick everything I wanted for $100. Not only that, but they also gave me a discount code for you to enjoy, so if anything catches your eye, make sure to use my code Filo over on their website. So a huge thank you to JournalSay for kindly sending me this box and to you for supporting this channel. As usual, you'll find all the links to everything I'll show you down in the description. And now let me show you what I picked. So first off, here's a cute freebie they added to my order. And we're starting with stamps. I wanted big numbers for yearly spreads or monthly covers. You know I like to write the header for the month, like a chapter of a book sometimes. So that will be perfect for that too. And I always swatch my stamps in my sketchbook bullet journal before actually using them in a theme. This way I check that they work properly, and here you can see the numbers are even, and I also can see the pressure I need to apply, or if there's, the typical corner of the stamps appears with even light pressure. But here it's really good. I don't need to apply a lot of pressure, and I only get some corners appearing with the punctuation, which is hardly avoidable because there's only 2 dots, so it's harder not to move the stamp around. Then we have transparent silicone stamps with a window and some plants around. Let me test this out too. Here, for example, as often happens with silicone, it's harder to get an even print so close to the spine. So I'm printing it again far from the spine, and I would just have to make sure I take the ink off of the good wishes part with a tissue before printing. Next, round paper frames. Those are wreaths with some greenery, kind of vines, and there's also a heart. In total, you have 10 frames. And I have other versions of this set, and I find I use them quite a lot. So here I really like the color combo with a sage green and beige and browns. Here we have stripes of paper with keys and plants. And first of all, the mirror wrapping here is just so dainty and cute. You can use it to keep papers, but you could also paste it in your journal as an interactive piece. So here we have 10 designs with 3 copies each, and these stripes of paper are 68 by 168, and I like that because I often rip just the corners of my A5 papers, or like in diagonal, and then I'm left with the center, and it's always harder to find a purpose for them. So here I guess I'll easily use all of it. Plus they have this burnt effect, which I think is super well done. And it's inspiring for a vintage botanical or fantasy theme, and the printed texts and the clock that could also fit a steampunk theme, for example. Okay, next, bronzing paper, also vintage vibes here, as with a lot of what I picked, to tell you the truth. It's absolutely stunning, so shiny, it would really make a statement. And here each page has a different design. So these I got thinking of my reading journal because they look like old leather-bound book covers, and they would fit so many types of books, like classics or fantasy or even mystery. And for each of the 18 designs you have in it, there's this litmus kind of vellum paper, and the same in the coated paper, so 36 sheets total. And it's 100 by 140 millimeters, so slightly smaller than an A5, which makes it perfect to act as a book cover if you put it right in the middle of your page in an A5. Although I might still rip it. And here we have magic manuscripts that would also be fitting in a reading journal or for a more gothic or magic bullet journal theme, let's say for October. So we have owls, potions, witchy hats and books, smoke, lanterns, and a bunch of old manuscripts with illuminations or that kind of style. Next, more silicone stamps. This set has feathers and leaves and pine cones. I'd say there's a fall vibe to it, though it's not a common combination, but I really like each stamp. I would just probably not use them all together in one theme. And I can't wait to stamp some feathers in my reading journal. I'm restamping the wood thing because I tried and stamped too many things at once and didn't put pressure on this one. Oh, and the horn is super cool. I wish there were more shapes and sizes because I can see a whole theme with horns and flowers. Texts are never my favorite because they often either don't mean anything because the English is butchered, or there are just not that many quotes you would stamp several times in different spreads, so I tend to ignore them. Then we have more paper, this time with patterns, and the theme here is vintage, kind of spooky but not scary, if that makes sense. Here you have 12 designs, twice each, so 24 sheets, and they are 152 by 152 millimeters. There are skeletons and wallpapers, a spooky house, the moon and chandeliers, more skeletons with an anatomical studies style, some more skulls and old drawers. So that would be really nice for a cabinet of curiosity theme or gothic mysteries in my reading journal, and I'm so down for both ideas. Next we have a sticker book, again vintage, with 20 different designs with lace, flowers and manuscripts, and also tags. Here the whole pages are just a big sticker, they're not pre-cut, so you can cut them or rip them however you want. And you also have maps and old papers, and the last 2 pages are shiny stickers with gold, and those are pre-cut. Okay, then I saw these sticker books and they have a color scheme each, so I went crazy and I got 4. They have white and pet die-cut stickers. The ones with frames or tags always have white writing paper, of course. And they also include washi tape stripes and flower clusters or wreaths. And then the designs are stunning, really gorgeous and detailed. You have some really big stickers here that would be enough to create a monthly cover by themselves. And there are more than enough stickers and enough design variety to create a whole theme with each sticker book. Some books have different designs on every page, and some have 2 pages for every design, one with white paper and one with transparent pet background. So I went with the black one with a gothic atmosphere, the brown which has both fall Halloween vibes and pastries and coffee shop designs. And this is the gentle late maple, which is nice for spring, at least the first pages. Here I'm showing you how the stickers are all pre-cut. And then it's all orange hues and fall and some architectures, books and vintage accessories, all very floral. And then we have some text, more flowers, and then pastries and bakeries, and more vintage accessories. And the last one of these sticker books is The Windows of Time, which has a lot of blue and green and pink. Again, very floral, and I think that would be awesome for a cottagecore theme or fantasy, fairy tales and things like that, but also classic novels. And there are a bunch of windows and portals, very whimsical. And now washi tapes. So for starters, we have two very flowery ones, one with orange and yellow hues, perfect for summer, with sunflowers, wreaths and clusters of flowers. You can do very nice friezes and borders with it. This washi tape is not pre-cut, so you have to cut it yourself and you have to peel it from the back paper, and they have a tiny bit of texture and shine. And I also got another one with white flowers and a very soft pink. This might remind you of the washi tapes I got a few months ago from the washi tape shop. They're around the same width with 65 millimeters, but it's an affordable alternative for a reason. They are 2 meters long instead of 5, but the loops are shorter. And then I also got two transparent pet tapes with whimsical houses. Those are 80 millimeters by 2 meters, and the loops are 1 meter long. So these would be ideal for cottagecore, magical atmospheres, fantasy also. The designs are just gorgeous with complete landscapes, big enough to stand by themselves and define a theme or illustrate a whole page. Now I wanted a lantern for my desk since the one I had is broken, and I didn't realize this one is not only beautiful and vintage, it's also functional. It works with kerosene. And it's also bigger than the previous one I had because it's 24 centimeters, so it's not a small trinket, it's an actual decorative piece. Unfortunately, as I didn't realize it would work as a real lantern, I don't have kerosene at hand, but let me show you how it's supposed to work, and then I guess I'll show you in action in my stories. So you remove the filler cap and you fuel in the kerosene inside with a funnel. You put the filler cap back on, and then after about an hour the wick will have soaked up the fuel. So then you raise the globe with the lever so you can light the wick on, and you lower the globe back down. And now you can adjust the wick so that by capillarity you have a bigger or smaller flame. And to extinguish the flame you would just put the wick all the way down and lift the lever to blow the flame if necessary. For every item you saw here and more, there's a huge variety. So if you see something that you find interesting but it's not quite exactly what you're looking for, I would recommend you to go to the website and browse the next to infinite range of everything you have in there. They have new items every Saturday, and they also have flash sales and free shipping over $29. And that's it. So again, a huge thank you to JournalSay for sending me this box, and to you for using my discount code. Let me know down below which was your favorite item in this haul, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see how I actually use all of this in my future videos. I'll see you in the next one, and until then, enjoy planning!